and today we're just going to have a quick update on the greenhouse, and we're going to look at the hydroponic system and the open border system. We're now well into the start of August, and I just want to have a quick appraisal visually with you of how it's going. So let's kind of have a look at how the tomatoes and chilies are growing. Okay, so it's early in the morning and just giving them a good water. Obviously the hydroponic system doesn't need watering because it's connected to the tank at the end. But let's have a look at how the tomatoes are faring. There's a reasonable crop on all the tomatoes, as you can see. Here we've got the cherry tomato and over there the beefsteak. But you'll notice as we go up the plant there's signs of stress here, which I've purposely left on so you can see it. Whether this is about watering or more than likely fluctuation in temperatures, and I know it's fluctuation in temperatures because when we look on the other side there's evidence of that too. And you've got to remember this is the side that faces most of the weather. So we come down here, as we come more and more out of the shade of the hedge and into the more exposed area of the greenhouse, you can see here, looking up, the stress. And that's not that important really. I do tend to grow my tomatoes a little bit stressed because you actually get more tomatoes. Because like any plant, when it's under stress it produces more. Now, the same can be said about chilies as well. If we look over here, there's our control for our chilies. They're in pots, the traditional way of growing in a greenhouse. And over here, we have them in hydroponic. As you can see, lots of lush growth. And if we look down here, just down here, lots of fruit as well. Can you see that? And absolutely no signs of stress compared to the tomatoes. And again, that's because it's set back from the glass. Now, this is our open border traditional, into the ground. Little tip for you, which we picked up years ago from Alan Titchmarsh and Jeff Hamilton. Sink a pot into the ground next to your plants, use that as a reservoir. But if we look along here, let's start with the chilies. Do they compare to the ones over there? Let's have a look at that again, folks. Chilies in the ground. Ooh. Chilies over there. Which proves the old maxim that chilies do prefer being in a pot. So they are one of those crops that are absolutely wonderful. And as we go further down, you'll notice there is some fruit. Here we are. But not as much as on the hydroponic system, and not as much as is on the control. Let's take a look at those tomatoes. Remember I talked about fluctuation in temperatures and stress? And can you see it here? The leaves have curled in, which is the first stage. That's about the differences in temperatures between the daytime and the night time. And there's been two extreme temperatures here. In fact, weather's been very extreme this summer. It's either really hot or absolutely chucking it down. Nothing in between. But you can see we have tomatoes, and actually I want to make a point here. The growth is a lot healthier. Yes, they're on the north side of the greenhouse, but the fruit is as well. I don't know if you can see here. It's the beefsteak tomatoes, and I can't really get in without falling in. But can you see that? There's more uniform growth on it. The only problem is, as we've done in our test, we found out the skins are a lot thicker on these ones compared to the hydroponic ones. And again, that's about watering. I think you get a real overview when you step outside and you can see both sides at once. And you'll notice on the other side, the growth is a lot more lush, a lot greener. And on the other side, it's not. But again, remember, south facing, north facing. Forgot to put the shading up one day, plants got scorched. Plants on this side, not so much. But the real test, I suppose, is the chilies. You see, lush growth, plenty of fruit, not plenty of fruit, plenty of fruit in the pots. Proving once and for all that chilies do better in pots. There really isn't any need for them to be in the ground. have we shown so far? Well, the trial's not over yet. There's a lot more to go. We're doing average tallies, as you know, and we'll be doing a blog post at the end of the year so you can see what's been going on. When I mean the end of the year, I mean the end of the growing season. But what we have kind of proven so far, is that certain plants do some better in certain systems. And we'll be interested to see what the final tally is. Until then, you can find us on lifeonpiggrow.co.uk or on our Facebook group on the same name, Life on Pig Row, or on Twitter at Life on Pig Row. And if you like us, what are you doing? Subscribe to us, please. Please, please, please. No, I'm not begging. If you like gardening, and by the way, while I'm filming this, I've got a spider in my beard that's just crawled down from the shading above my head. Subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.